My question is, Mr. Awad, how is the feeling now? I mean, after getting selection, when the result broke out, how the news broke out to you?
So I was doing some exercises in the morning, and one of my company's WhatsApp group started posting messages of congratulations. And then I realized that I might have gotten. So I went and checked the list and was firstly happy in the moment, but then like extremely relieved that I don't have to prepare for the next round. So now when the dust has settled, I think I'm looking forward to the process ahead, FC and the training. And I'm also interacting with some of the existing IS officers to understand the various implications of the services and what one needs to do.
It's a wonderful feeling getting your name in that coveted list. So, do you check the list again by sort of finding Control F, or like someone has told you in the WhatsApp group, like, our
so, so I had gone through this moment in my mind over the past few weeks before the result came in, and I always thought that I'd probably just scroll down the list. But I didn't have to do that because, as I was telling, some of my colleagues also posted my rank. So I only just checked whether it's actually me or not. So I just took out my iCard and matched my name and roll number against the rank.
Wonderful. Nice to hear. Now, I just want to ask, like you earlier told, Khansa, that you were working with some company, you were working somewhere. So when this decision came in your mind that, hey, I want to now begin with this preparation and all that stuff, when this decision came to your mind that you want to go for civil services?
So this question has been posted to me at multiple forums, even in my interview as well. So I come from a very humble background. So position of IAS, IPS, these are very looked up positions. So this was something in the back of my mind, but after college, I wasn't very sure and had no conviction at all about the examination. So I took up a job in Boston Consulting Group, where I got to work across private and public sector. And specifically, my interaction and project at Rajasthan School Education Department was instrumental in me taking this, where I could firsthand see the life of an IS officer for myself. I could visit field and see the gaps at the grassroots level. And I could also see that I can do all of that work with some decent efficiency. So all this made me think that I should give this a chance. And I was just lucky that I was able to make it in the first attempt. Yeah.
No, I think you're too generous, as Khan sir also said, because first attempt, it is not sheer only mere luck. You must have put hard work, as Ruchi ma'am said, the Dhoni wala episode and all that commitment plus 100% effort. If you're giving, then victory is definitely going to be yours. Now, see, if you have cleared something in the first attempt, that means your planning would have been very strong. So I'm going to focus my thing of this sort of interview on your planning perspective, how you planned your journey so that you cleared or the aced the examination in the maiden strike. So it will be like a sequential mode, like prelims, mains, and interview, how you move forward, and what was your strategy dealing with those things. My first question says, like many aspirants find prelims to be a very difficult nut to crack. What was your strategy in order to ensure clearing the prelims? How you moved your strategy, your plans in order to clear the prelims?
Sure. So let me put things in perspective a bit. I was working till 2018 December in the firm, got promoted and then decided that now I have some financial stability, professional credibility. Now I can go for the exam and decided to take a leave of absence for about 6 months initially and then extended it to 9 months after I cleared my prelims. So before prelims, between prelims and my preparation, I only had 5 months. So I had to really plan effectively. After discussing it with some of the seniors from college and reading a blog by an ISS officer of 2016 batch, Abhimanyu Gehlot, I realized that two things are very important in the exam. Firstly, being very specific to the books that you are going to read. Secondly, having a very clear strategy of revision at the very beginning. And thirdly, simulating the real exam conditions. So I basically, coming to first point, I basically chose the regular books, no separate additional out of the box books. Secondly, for revision strategy, I used to frame questions after a chapter that I would read to summarize the main crisp content of the chapter. And if I'm able to answer the questions that I've listed, that means that I know what is there in the chapter. So that I did for all the subjects, and that helped me immensely during revision process because I could just shorten down the revision a lot. In terms of simulating the real exam conditions, I firstly solved previous 20-year questions so that I know what UPSC is asked. As you said that yes, planning played a very important role in the whole process because I had to like really follow a timeline to be able to complete this in 5 months. So as I started, I allocated 3.5 months for reading basic stuff, and there was a day-wise timeline on to what I want to achieve today, and I would like stick to it, whatever be the case. I know many people say that you have to like follow like a 10-day balance approach and study for 10 hours and then do other stuff. In my case, I did not have that luxury. So I would just allocate as much time as physically and mentally possible for me for the exam preparation.
Very neatly defined strategy you have just charted out, and it worked in your favor, like revisioning an entire chapter. Suppose you're reading precedent, then reading the entire chapter and making the questions whether you are able to do it or not. And then doing the test series, like in KSG also, we have a test series program which is very well oriented towards the need of the UPSC. And every year, I believe 69 to 70 questions definitely touches to it. So I think the one point you mentioned about is like the practicing the question paper, doing mocks, is I think one of the important tenets in clearing the UPSC civil services examination.